Hey guys, welcome to video 35 from Mr. McGee's biology class at Arizona School for the Arts. Today we'll be talking about two mechanisms involved in evolution. They are migration, otherwise known as gene flow, and genetic drift. First, let's remember that evolution is a change in allele frequency over time. It doesn't necessarily mean that the phenotype of the organism is evolving, just that the genes are changing in frequency from generation to generation. So evolution can occur even if there's no obvious change in the shape, size, or color of the organisms in the population. Migration is when gene flow occurs, when there is any movement of genes from one population to another. In this example, a brown beetle is migrating to a population of green beetles, bringing with it genes for the brown color. These new genes will begin to spread throughout the green beetle population generation by generation. This does not mean that the population will change to brown beetles, however. It just means that the allele frequency is now going to be different than it used to be. If a species has a large territory with no barriers preventing gene flow, genes can migrate from one part of that range to the other. Gene flow tends to make a population more homogeneous because new genes that arise via mutation quickly spread throughout the population due to sex. Genetic drift works differently. In every generation, some individuals have more offspring than others. Suppose Hector manages to have 7 children, 24 grandchildren, and 110 great-grandchildren. You might be tempted to think that Hector is somehow better adapted to survive in his environment. But hold on, it could just be a matter of luck. Sometimes individuals happen to be in the right place at the right time, whether or not they have the traits that make them a good fit for the environment. I mean, just look at him. Another scenario in which genetic drift occurs is when species undergo a population bottleneck. In this example, a large diverse population of frogs is suddenly reduced by a rare unexpected natural disaster. Many individuals die off. Even if the surviving population increases back to its previous numbers, the genetic diversity of that population will have decreased. This represents a change in allele frequency once again. Genetic drift also happens when a large population becomes split into two smaller populations. Northern flickers are wide-ranging woodpeckers from North America. Their range is divided into two large groups by the Rocky Mountains. Very little gene flow occurs between the two groups as a result, and genetic drift has brought about several differences in appearance. Eastern birds are called red-shafted flickers because their wing feathers have red shafts, while western birds are called yellow-shafted flickers for the same reason. Each species evolves independently as mutations accumulate in their populations. Thanks for listening. Make sure you complete the comprehension questions for this video, and as always, here's your bunny of the day.